Hey, good afternoon and welcome inside the Coon Rapids Ice Center. I'm Charlie Beattie, joined by Howie Shapiro here for a matchup between the Coon Rapids Cardinals, and they're going to host the St. Cloud Tech Tigers. And Howie, two teams that are looking to rebound from some tough losses on Thursday night.
Yeah, first of all, it's great to have you join our broadcast. We're very privileged to have you here. But this is a squad, especially in Coon Rapids, Charlie, that's been struggling and really struggling to get off to a good start. St. Cloud, a little better record. Maybe don't play the same quite of competition that the Cardinals play in the Northwest Suburban. But St. Cloud coming off that 5-1 loss to Brainerd. A game they're too struggling a little bit in the first period, trying to get things going early on.
Yeah, the St. Cloud Tech team started the year 8-1. They're 3-5 since. This is a team that's really got an opportunity in their section. Traditional powers Roseau and Moorhead, a little bit of a down year record-wise. They've got a chance for a pretty high seed.
Yeah, and they're looking to come get a non-conference win here against the Cardinals. And you talked about that, the team Roseau. Both teams have played Roseau here this season, both on the losing end. So Roseau maybe has a little bit of upper hand to maybe get that top seed in that conference, or in that section. And
you talk about Coon Rapids, a team that's really struggled to get out of the gate this year. A lot of struggles in the first period, scoring goals and giving up goals.
Yeah, and that's something that they've been working on. 35-10 disadvantage of goals in the first period, and Coon Rapids comes into this game off a big loss to Andover 6-0, where they gave up 3 goals in that first period.
You talk about this St. Cloud Tech team. They're a team that's led by a defenseman who's maybe an incredible athlete that they have based on the back end.
Yeah, Jake Peterson creates time and space, none better for this squad than he does. He's a player that's very adept at football, getting some Division II looks, and he broke his leg and really didn't come back to playing the squad until after the Christmas break. So Coach Heitkamp told me, he said, this is the one player that we look to lead us to victory.
And for Coon Rapids, we're talking about offense with them. They've really struggled to score goals this year, and they're going to look to Seth Johnson, their leading scorer today.
Yeah, you know, Seth comes in with one of the most experienced players on this squad. The Cardinals, we talked about little trouble scoring. Coon Rapids comes in, they really look to 4 guys, and they're a team that feeds off their energy. When they don't have that energy level to start their game, they play tough. But if they can come here, play a tight first period, not give up some easy goals, and stay out of the box, they have an opportunity to get a win.
That's the setup for this one. Two teams looking to rebound. When we come back, we will drop the puck on this one. It's Coon Rapids hosting St. Cloud Tech. Back in a moment.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer.
DMC, life in your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs, just keeping it real.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Babies require persistence, patience, a sense of humor, and protection. That's why nearly all parents choose immunization. It's safe, proven protection against 14 serious diseases like measles and whooping cough. So give your baby the recommended vaccines before age 2 and get a little help in the protection department. For more reasons to immunize, talk to your child's doctor or go to cdc.gov/vaccines.
Sweetheart, can I give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
I've seen and been a part of many comebacks in my career.
To come back and win, you can't lose hope.
Take it one play at a time.
Grab every opportunity,
and when you can,
you make a big play.
There are over 13 million people in the Horn of Africa affected by famine, war, and drought that are counting on us for help.
As a team, we can help end this crisis. Text GIVE to 777-444 to donate $10.
Let's start this comeback together.
Together.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen. Petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Band getting us underway with the national anthem here. And you know what that means. It's about time to drop the puck here. St. Cloud Tech coming into the record of 11-6, 9-2 at Central Lakes Conference. And on the other end, Coon Rapids 3-13-2 this year. Just 1-8-1 in the conference, but chance to rebound from a loss, get themselves back on the scoreboard, maybe get some momentum heading into those section playoffs.
Now, there's a lot of atmosphere in this building tonight. It's youth night, so we'll be talking about that as the game unfolds. And the band's here, which doesn't happen too often at the hockey rink, at least that when Joe and I are here. And speaking of Joe, he's not here today, and that's why we're honored with your appearance.
He's still in an ice rink, though.
He's still in an ice rink. He's on the road with his son, the Sea Squirts, Coon Rapids Sea Squirts. I'll go ahead and talk about the lineup.
Take a look at the starting lineups here. First for St. Cloud Tech, Riley Bates starts in the middle of Tanner Skaya, their leading scorer, and Davis Reinholds on the left wing. Joe Setram on defense with the aforementioned Jake Peterson. Riley Miller mentioned there in net. It is actually going to be Austin Althouse, a late change. Althouse has been the man all year long. And for Coon Rapids, Seth Johnson centers, Robbie Randall on the right, Tyler Wojciechowski on the left. Dominic Hafner is actually another late change. It's actually going to be Samuel Nagley on defense with Jake Bruner, and Justin Ball gets his chance in the goalie rotation for the Cardinals. And we drop the puck here, and the Cardinals win the opening draw. This is Nagley. Touches on for Wojciechowski, and then ahead to Johnson. Moving in on defense, cut off there by Peterson. Takes him into the wall in the corner, and they'll battle behind the net. Johnson throws it back out in front, spiked back out into the high slot. And now played out by St. Cloud Tech. Moving ahead, this is Tanner Skaya, the dangerous man. Gets the first shot of the night. And it's blockered away by Ball into the far corner. Picked up by Bruner behind the net. On for Wojciechowski. Tries to bank it out to the middle. Comes across to the far side. Collision there, but Nagley, one of the Coon Rapids captains, able to get it free. And now moving it ahead is Robbie Randall. Able to dump it in deep. Johnson will go in behind the net. Peterson again taken hard into the wall by Johnson. End of a long shift for both of those players. And coming out on the far side is Connor Wendt, number 6 for St. Cloud Tech. Randall battling in the corner with him. And it's poked back out to the blue line. Hafner dumps it back in, takes a check, comes around to Peterson for the Tigers. 8 goals, 4 assists on defense for Peterson, and he started the year injured. It's been a pretty impressive performance by him in a short amount of time, Howard.
Yeah, they're really impressed with what he's done in that short period of time, but they knew coming in what a great athlete he was. I believe he had sat out last year in terms of hockey, concentrating on football, but back, kind of get himself back in shape, playing puck this year, and contributing mightily to this Tiger team.
You mentioned football. That might be where his future lies, as this one's dumped in deep. It was deflected, no icing here. And going into the corner to pick it up is Austin Keller for St. Cloud Tech, but he loses out to Hafner. And it's poked back out to the middle. Taking a hit there at the blue line was number 12, Wilfred Raker-Repke. And going back behind the net is Zachary Havelka, the sophomore defenseman for Coon Rapids. Plays it out to the point, but not out. Long shot blasted high over the net. And it's held in at the blue line by Joe Setram for Tech. And of course, 3 St. Cloud high schools, along with Cathedral and Apollo, that get a lot of hockey recognition, as you may see the save from Ball.
Yeah, this shot came a little through traffic as you take a look at his numbers. 2-6-1 on the season, a 3.71 goals against and a .898 save percentage for that young man. As you talked about, they rotate their goalies here at Coon Rapids.
And both of them really played well under some pretty tough circumstances. They've been under siege this year, but the numbers not that bad. Spiked into the zone and right back out again, and then Nagley is able to dump it in deep. Touched behind the net by Althaus. Althaus 11-6 on the year, a .302 goals against average, and there's a long shot from Nagley that's deflected to the corner. Pushed back behind the net, picked up on the far side by Andrew Setram, younger brother of Joe. Andrew's just a freshman. Now turning behind the net is Riley Bates. We're on to the far side, number 25, Brody Davidson, plays it back behind the net. This is Joe Setram out there. Brother defensive pair for St. Cloud Tech, and now here's Nagley, his own blue line for Coon Rapids. Plays it across for Ryan Wykenot. Now ahead for Randall, maneuvering through the neutral zone, leaves it off for Nagley. He'll gain the zone. Gets taken down on the play as he ran into Riley Bates, another one of the big scorers for this St. Cloud Tech team. And it's held in along the far side. Wojciechowski behind the net, pinned up against the wall by Joe Setram. And he pushes it ahead where it's picked up by Davis Reinholds, who battles it back out to center, at least momentarily. Now ahead to Skaya, and he ran into Bruner as he was trying to make a move around it. Now Seth Johnson again in neutral ice, cut off there. And it's dumped back in by Justin Oberg, number 19, back for Skaya, who sends a weak shot wide of the net. Held in along the far side and played back out to the point. Long-range wrister hits a big crowd in front and comes back out to the point again for a blast, and a high one sent on by Jake Peterson. Now Randall steers it behind that ball, very slow in getting up here. In fact, he's just getting back to his knees now to make a save, and it's spiked to the corner. Not sure if he was injured on that last play at all or not, as there's going to be a whistle here as a battle going on in front of the net involving Bruner.
Yeah, I think he got injured a little bit. We're going to see down here. Oh, he got hit in the face. I don't know if a stick came in inadvertently and hit Justin Ball, and he's a little bit slow to get up, but he seems to be okay. He's a tough kid, going to stay in there. You know, D zone presence is going to be very important for both teams. You know, I think especially for Coon Rapids, you look at what they've done in the first period, outscored 35-10, have outscored their opponents in period 2 and 3. So it's so important for them to play a tough first period and try and get this lead going into the period break.
And moving it into the blue line here is Cody Anchita. Lays it wide, and Peterson's able to make the play. And back comes Tech. Dumped in deep, racing after this one is Austin Keller, number 14. Takes a hit from Bruner, but he spins it around the wall. Hafner on the far side, battling over there with Jake Samuelson, the senior forward. And he gets help from Riley Bates. Samuelson back out to the point for Peterson. Settles it down, fires it toward the net, deflected to the corner. Picked back up by Samuelson again. Big kid, it's 6'2", 220 pounds. Dumped in deep, now Bruner has it. Lays it around the wall for Hafner. Flip back, but not out. Keller is able to keep it in with some good forechecking work. Lays it on for Bates, and that one's fired straight on net. Ball sticks it up into the netting. We have another whistle with 12:18 to go in the first.
So far, the Tigers taking control early on in this first period. No shots on goal yet for Coon Rapids. 4 for the Tigers, but again, putting a lot of presence down in the Cardinal defensive end. Cardinals having a difficult time getting it out of their own zone.
Skaya wins the draw, throws it right in front, and it looked like Bates couldn't get on the end of it. Skaya was out there against Garrett Day and won the draw cleanly forward. Pushed ahead by Coon Rapids. That one hit somebody who looked like on the St. Cloud Tech bench, but they're going to play on here. And now it's scooped up by Davis Reinholds. Around for Setram. This one's all the way down. No icing, though. Ball has to play it behind his own net and just leaves it there for Havelka. Around for Nagley. Leads this team in goals from defense, does Nagley. And again, Tech able to keep it in. This is Justin Obra trying to send it in front. Fanning on it on the play was Brandon Altina, number 22. And battling it back out to center is Brett Johnson. Now Nagley at his own blue line. Around one check in two, and then Johnson's able to help out and dump it in deep. Coon Rapids getting a change.
Now, Cardinals very fortunate that last time down because there was a wide open net, and as you mentioned it, missed opportunity by the Tigers to start the scoring here in this game.
That one will be icing as it's sent all the way down. And we have a whistle here with 11:11 to play in the first. Your impression so far?
Well, I think my impression so far, at least for the Cardinals, again, a little trouble controlling the puck and getting it out of their zone, and that's kind of been their trouble this year, especially in period number one, is getting pressure down on the opponent's net. As you take a look at head coach Brandon Molesky, and I think for St. Cloud, they're doing a good job of running their game plan. They're going to play physical. They're going to try and move the puck up and down the ice. 6 shots on goal, but none have found the back of the net at this point.
We'll have a chance to chat with Brandon Molesky between periods, as well as Joel Heitkamp, the head coach of St. Cloud Tech. Jay Ingber handling all the sideline duties.
Yeah, it's always nice to get an opportunity to see what the coaches see out there on the ice, what they're viewing from their squads. And, you know, I know at talking to Coach Molesky yesterday, you know, he's a little bit concerned on trying to figure out a way to avoid those first period letdowns. So far here with 10:56 remaining in the first period. No score. As the number one fan, that is Red, the number one fan here at Coon Rapids. He was the master of ceremonies at the homecoming parade. They voted him number one fan. He gets into all the games. He's a big part of what happens here at Coon Rapids.
Dumped in deep by Peterson. Hafner behind his own net, leaves it for Bruner on the near side. Just able to chip it around back to the far corner, and Hafner is squeezed up against the wall by Donald Bagley, number 10 in black. Now here's Wojciechowski chipping it ahead for Johnson. You're going to see a lot of this line today. Wojciechowski, Johnson, and Randall. And Peterson able to cut off Wojciechowski at the line, giving up some size, Peterson, but you can see the ability right there to just battle for the puck. Poked away from Johnson by Davis behind the net. Rather Bates, pardon me, number 7. Hafner fumbling into the line momentarily. Now gets it back over to Bruner. And Coon Rapids just trying to settle this thing down here momentarily. Lucas Ruff, number 6, with the puck, loses out. This is Altina, the sophomore forward for St. Cloud Tech. Stick handling into the corner, gets buried by Bruner. That's going to be a penalty. Off goes Althaus, and that one might be of the fiber variety, as this one's sent right in on net. A rebound, they scramble for it, and eventually Coon Rapids able to touch it up, but Bruner got him from behind, and high school hockey very clear on these types of penalties, so we'll see what happens for Bruner on this one.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity. We're going to see the big hit by Jake Bruner right up against the boards. There's the infraction. Cardinals are going to go on the penalty kill. In that game, Charlie, against Andover, the 6-0 loss for the Cardinals, 4 of those goals were scored on power plays by the Huskies. So penalty kill unit, a little bit of a concern for Coach Molesky, and they're going to get their first test here with 9:49 remaining in period number 1.
And it is going to be a fiver against Bruner.
Yeah, and that hurts.
It's an automatic call. I mean, that was the definition of boarding, and in high school hockey, that's how it goes. And so Bruner, who's really no stranger to the penalty box, now with 62 penalty minutes on the year, going to be top 10 in the state in that category, not necessarily a category you want to be on. As this one's sent right in front, mishandled right through the top of the crease, and then following up with the shot was Setram. And he goes down to the ice as he couldn't get the shot away. Now it's picked off here by Cody Anchita. He's got a shorthanded opportunity on the backhand. Goes barreling into Althaus, who sticked it to the corner. That's the first shot of the day for Coon Rapids, and it comes a man short. Now Skaya heading back the other way. 37 points on the year, 25 of them assists. Moves it into the corner. Moves it around for Riley Bates. Bates in the corner, now back behind the net for Skaya. Skaya surveying the scene, moves it to the face-off dot, cut off there, and a nice defensive play by Hafner, sends it all the way back down.
Yeah, you mentioned Skaya's name, and he's one of a number of sophomores that played heavily at the varsity level last year. In fact, he was the second leading scorer for the Tigers last season, coming in here being their leading scorer. A lot of experience from those young kids really helped St. Cloud this season.
And I want to give credit where credit is due. That was 18, not 10. Zachary Havelka who made that nice defensive play. This time it's sent down the ice by Wykenot. And just killing time in the corner is Seth Johnson. It's going to take 3 Tigers to get that puck free, and he kills a valuable 10 seconds. 3:41 remaining on the major to Bruner. Moving it ahead is Peterson. Good speed as he gets through neutral ice. Goes around Wyckoff, moving in and firing, and hit the outside of the net. Now Randall will just pin it up against the wall. Shoved up there by Justin Oberg. And again, it's going to take a fleet of Tigers to get the puck free. Now sent back out high. Firing a high shot there was Joey Mendel. And it's fought off by Ball and then sent back out to neutral. Peterson will pick it up.
I'll tell you, Charlie, if they can kill off this major penalty, it would be a huge coup for the Cardinals.
Now Peterson, they're going to have to deal with him a couple times here as Nagley spikes the rebound to the corner, picks it back up and fires it all the way down. So far, so good for Coon Rapids. They've been able to get the puck free pretty early and make St. Cloud Tech chase. Now behind his own net, leaving it there was Connor Wendt. And ahead it's Tanner Skaya. Skaya, the right-handed shooting number 16. Peels away along the half wall, leaves it back for Wendt. Watched there by Wojciechowski, gets it back to Skaya, sends it back down low, and then firing one right through the top of the crease was Riley Bates. And a mishandled pass by Setram, back out to center. Wendt picks it up. Skaya trying to dance around Wojciechowski at the blue line, and then they're offside. As Setram made a little extra move, and on the near side, Davis Reinholz was in early.
Well, the Tigers getting a little bit of pressure here on their power play. Major opportunity. 3 shots on goal since they've been on this power play. 10 since the start of this period. Just 1, as you mentioned, against for the Cardinals. Getting a little trouble getting their offense going. In fact, that first shot, as you mentioned, came on the when they're on the penalty kill.
Johnson wins the draw away from Skaya, but St. Cloud Tech able to control. Skaya gets sandwiched up against the wall by Johnson and Randall, and Johnson scoops it all the way back down the ice. Back to pick it up is Setram. And they'll just set it up here with 2:03 remaining in the major penalty. Sent over to the near side, came all the way through to Nagley, and he just spikes it all the way back down. Then it's turned over by Althouse. Johnson pushes it back behind the net again. Tech just can't get going right now. Now Setram able to settle it down again. Setram this year 2 goals, 6 assists. One of those goals did come on the power play. Now here's Skaya, who's got 6 power play goals, amongst the leaders in the state in that category. Back out to Peterson, and a pad stop there by Ball as that one got all the way through, and then it's pitchfork back to the blue line, glove down by Peterson. Lays it to the near side for Setram. Sends it all the way around for Skaya. 1:23 remaining in the penalty, 6:10 in the period. Now Skaya along the half wall, and his pass out of reach of Peterson. Pretty good pressure here by Coon Rapids in killing this off.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with what they've done so far in this penalty kill opportunity. They've been just doing a good job of keeping, most of the time, keeping players wide of the net.
Peterson leaves it for Justin Oberg. Sends it over to the near side for Setram. Top of the formation. Down to the near side for Brandon Altina. 4 goals on the year. Setram sends it all the way through. A rebound chance. They score. Right there on the doorstep. It was Joey Mendel. His 5th of the year, and St. Cloud Tech does get the goal, and still 48 seconds to work with on the power play.
Yeah, they've done a pretty nice job of killing it off into this point. There's just too much congestion in front of the net. Ball not able to see that puck. It's poked past them. But again, good opportunity for St. Cloud as they get the pressure on. There you see the puck go into the net, and the Tigers take the 1-0 lead with 5:38 remaining in the period. And as you mentioned, 49 seconds left on the power play opportunity for St. Cloud Tech.
First goal since January 8th for Mendel, just his 5th of the year, and his first on the power play. When you get these major penalties, sometimes you get guys at the end of the power play who don't usually play on it. Mendel takes advantage. Here's Skaya dancing around one defender, working it through. That's loose on the line, and it does not go in. Ball just sitting on it, but that was a scary moment for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last thing they can afford to do is give up another goal here with a little bit of time remaining. You know, again, outscored so far in the first period are the Cardinals. They're continuing to try and figure things out, how they can get on the board and take a lead in a first period of hockey.
Well, Davis Reinholz behind the net. Leaves it for Bates. Skaya on the far side. Skaya gets it back. Now leaves it for Connor Wendt. And Skaya again sends it around to the near side for Peterson, trying to settle it down. It's going to float her over the net. Now Skaya couldn't reach it. Went will help out. 8 seconds remaining in the major penalty to Bruner. 1-0 St. Cloud Tech. Shot blocked there by Havelka, and Went will pick it up. Randall pressures him, throws a hit right in front of the Coon Rapids bench. Now here comes Peterson. Cardinals full strength, but Bruner not back in the play yet. In fact, he goes to the bench and is replaced by Brett Johnson. Of course, Bruner does not come out of the box on this, and moving right in and firing one is Peterson, and then it's pushed to the corner on the rebound by Havelka. They must have given Bruner 10 more, and he'll have to serve those as well. It's not always the case with the major penalties, but he's still in the box. Gets 15 total. Now here's Peterson, firing one from long range, turning and blasting one from right up top with Brody Davidson. Fanned on the shot, and Coon Rapids able to work it back out to center. This is Seth Johnson trying to go around a very tired Peterson. Works it in front, and